if you can see her, because I'm wearing a black shirt, but stand on the computer. And she likes to see it. We're going to read from First Thessalonians. There you go. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Joanne. So let's go ahead and Jackie said good morning. I'm assuming you made it back safely. You're not still in Ohio. Let's start with the Shema. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength. I'm glad you're back in Ames, Iowa. And parts to Thessalonica. And in Thessalonica, they didn't have like a great experience either. Let's see if we can find Thessalonica in Acts chapter 17. Bitter opposition. That's what it says. Bitter opposition, Thessalonica. Verse 1. Here there was a synagogue of the Jews, which Paul entered, following his usual custom. On 3 days, including prove the necessity for the death of Christ and his rising from the dead. This Jesus, whom I proclaiming to you, and through it, and they were joined by a great number of believing Greeks and a considerable number of influential women. But the Jews gathered a crowd together and set the place in an uproar. I'm reading from the Phillips Trend Rule. When they could not find them, they hustled Jason and some of the brothers before the civic. More, all these men are act against the decrees of Caesar, saying the authorities only released Jason and the others after binding them over to keep the peace. A month before he had to leave. Good morning, Brother Gassan. Now it's been a while, right? It may have been a year, 2 years, or longer. Yeah, how we're to, as leaders, or a lesson in leadership. So first, my first lesson in leadership for me is not about these people, God. Verse 4. We're not trying to please people. I think that's so important, right? Because what are we in the world? So much of all the world, making people happy. But so that's important. The next thing I see is they didn't cover greed, right? Speaking truth. People, I love this. This goes on and on again. We're not looking for praise from people, not from all in, right? I'm about the truth. What if the truth is unpopular? Right? I'm about the truth. What if the truth is unpopular? Then I'm about the truth. What if the truth is get trouble? That's what Paul's saying. Can we say the same? Right? Can I say the same? My progress in the world. That can definitely happen. Instead, he said, here's what we're in mother. So we were for a woman. Right? That's what it says. Nursing mother cares for a gene a woman has with her. No one can have, right? That's very intimate. A man can't do that, but he all can see between the mom and the baby through nursing. Because we lack that calls out for him as a leader, that he was innocent, child loving, because we loved you so much. We're delighted to share with you. Now, it wasn't just that they came in and preached God's word. They had their life. And I like verse 9, and we worked hard. We just weren't there. So even though he was well educated, so that he would have this, he could preach the gospel without being a burden to these new believers and blameless. But I love verse 11 and 12. Comforting and urging you to live lives worthy of God. So think of conversation with people about what is gender this, and God, gender that, and does the character of what a man looks